Welcome to Kern 9000's Horror House.
Okay, so I wanted to make another video about Tales from the Crypt. As well, it's something that's very dear to my heart, and I don't just mean the HBO TV series, I mean the comic books, the 1970s films, the later films such as Demon Knight and Bordello of Blood, the spiritual successors such as Creepshow and Creepshow 2, all of it put together just becomes this thing which was a massive influence on me. I wanted to become a horror writer because of all of this stuff, and even if it will never come true, I've always sort of had this secret dream that a story I've written would end up becoming the basis for something Tales from the Crypt related. As I think some of the things I've wrote in the past have a sort of easy comics Tales kind of vibe to them. I've already made a video about Fat Tuesday, one of the Tales from the Crypt films that was never made. But I wanted to talk about the others. This one though is a little bit different. This one was made, but it didn't make it to the screen as an officially branded Tales from the Crypt movie. I am of course talking about Ritual. Ritual was originally intended to be produced by Universal so that it could be used as the third instalment of a trilogy of Tales from the Crypt movies. It was actually sort of going to be a replacement for other shelved films. Plans were scrapped for this to be a Tales from the Crypt film after Bordello of Blood, the second released Tales from the Crypt movie, bombed in theatres. Miramax purchased the rights from Universal and removed all references to the Tales from the Crypt franchise so that it could be released as a standalone movie. Eventually it was released as a Tales from the Crypt film years after, with what appears to be newly shot Crypt Keeper scenes with an unfortunately not great puppet. The funny thing being, originally they thought the connection to Tales from the Crypt might harm it. They then later felt that reconnecting it to Tales from the Crypt might improve sales of it on disc. In all honesty, it's a half decent film, with the highlight of it for me being the fact that it features Tim Curry. I personally wish that they'd kept it a Tales from the Crypt film in the first place. It's basically a retelling of an old film called I Walked with a Zombie. If you enjoy films about voodoo, then you'll probably like it. At times it does feel very much like a Tales from the Crypt film, but then at others it feels a little bit slow paced and like it lost its mojo. Maybe some of this is due to alterations made to try and take it away from its crypt past and treat it like a standalone movie. I recommend that people watch it. I would also check out the later filmed Crypt Keeper bits, but I don't think it's something you're going to keep returning to, and certainly you need to watch it with your expectations dialed down. I do tend to see this as a Tales from the Crypt film, as I think at heart, despite its original unbranding, it always was a Tales film. I don't think it was anywhere near as good as Demon Knight, the first of the Tales trilogy, but then the thing is, I would actually call Demon Knight one of my top favourite films of all time. If we were to consider the official trilogy Demon Knight, Bordello of Blood and then Ritual, I would order them from best to worst in that very same order. So, not a great film, but it's a decent enough movie, worth a watch through. Better for its the story around it. Okay, that's Kern 9000 saying good night, boys and ghouls.